Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, where we bring you a weekly dose of powerlifting news, tips, and training advice with a touch of 80s rock ballads. This podcast is presented by Team Roar Powerlifting, your source of the most comprehensive coaching and meet day preparation. Here are your hosts, Josh Rohr and Laura Sturm.
All right, we have another solo episode today. Laura's not able to make it. Quite a lot going on though with the Pro Series. We have essentially 3 Pro Series events happening this weekend: the Mid-Atlantic Regionals, the Bench Press Nationals, and the Equip Nationals. So we'll just kind of go through real quick what the current standings are in terms of making it into the finals, with the top 10 for the raw lifters and top 5 for the bench only and equipped. So starting with the female raw, in 10th place is Samantha Calhoun with a 525 dots. The male raw is Zachary DiCostanzo with a 533. The female raw masters, the 10th place currently is Rachel Pavaglio with a 447. And the male raw masters is Jay Thompson with a 477. So those are the numbers to beat to move yourself into position to get into the pro finals at the end of the year in the raw division. For the bench press nationals, it's top 5, and in 5th place in the female raw currently is Nadia Mumin with a 110 dots. The male raw is Tommy Janiz with a 128. Female equipped is Tammy Lauer with 85. Male equipped is Carlo Melendez with 142. The female raw masters is Paulette Calhoun with 83. The male raw masters is Lou Foseco with 122. The female equipped masters, 5th place is Ann Whitmarsh with 70.95. And the male equipped masters is Brian Scott with 114. And the equipped division, again, top 5 go to the finals. Current 5th place in the female equipped is Katie Dodge with 345. The male equipped is Jesse Badeau with 548. The female equipped masters is Cindy Goodrich with 486. And the male equipped masters is David Villafranca with 478. So that is basically every cutoff point for every single division is at stake this weekend between the Mid-Atlantic Regionals, Bench Nationals, and Equip Nationals. So it should be exciting to see how that all shakes out. Specifically the Bench Nationals and Equip Nationals, because there's going to be a lot of turnover in those leaderboards from those events specifically. Moving on to the Team Roar lifters competing this weekend. Friday at 5:30, we have Alicia Webb competing in the Bench Press Nationals in both the Open Division and the Masters 2 Division on the Equip side. And then Sunday, 8 a.m. is Amy Pancake in Flight A, Laura Sterland in Flight B, and Katie Dodge in Flight C. And those are actually the 3 lifters that placed 1, 2, and 3 in the Pro Series final this past year. So Katie Dodge won that. Laura Sterland was 2nd. Amy was 3rd. So be neat to see how they kind of come out of this weekend, to see what the current standings are going into the finals. And then Sunday at 2 p.m. is Alicia Webb. She's competing a 2nd time in the full power equipped division, this time in the Open and the Masters 2 as well. So it'll be neat to kind of see what she does and where she shakes out in terms of the Masters Pro Series leaderboard on the Equip side, being that she is the Raw Pro Series champion from this past year. So looking to dip into both of those, Raw and Equip. So that'll be neat to see. So our powerlifting situation that we had this week was kind of an interesting one. The situation goes as this: you are squatting at your gym and you accidentally dump the bar. After you unload it, you realize the bar is slightly bent. What do you do? Well, first of all, I question why anybody would be squatting, as everybody knows it's bad for your knees. That is sarcasm, if you're not familiar with my sense of humor. I think the real answer, though, the correct thing to do is to let the gym owner know, or the gym manager, whoever, and let them know what happened. Let them know you're the one that did it, because it's not cool as a gym owner to find a broken equipment with no idea how it happened, and it just makes you kind of bitter and frustrated when that happens. Um, just being transparent. A lot of times the gym owner will, thank you for letting them know, and that's the end of it. Some gyms may have a policy where if you break something, like you're responsible for replacing it or covering part of it. I don't know. Every place is different. But regardless of this scenario or the gym or what their policies are, the correct thing to do is to let the management know what happened and that you were the one that did it. Um, and then from there, it's just individual gym specifics there. Our new lifter tip was actually came to us in a question form. There was a question that came in, like how to handle the pressure in a meet, and I think we want to touch on that a little bit. I think the short answer is to just be yourself and do the things that help you stay focused, remain calm, whatever it is that you need to do, regardless of what other people are doing and what's going on around you. So, for example, you know, it may be that you like to read a book during in between your warm up sets or in between your attempts because that keeps you cool and calm and focused and not getting distracted in what's going on around you. If that's the case, then that's what you do. And I think the biggest thing, the most generic answer here, because again, this is going to be different for every single person, is to just be yourself and do you. So, if playing a game on your phone is the answer for you, that's what you do. If listening to Celine Dion on your headphones is the thing that keeps you calm and focused, then that's what you do. Like, are other lifters going to be doing that? Probably not. But who cares what other people are doing? It's what keeps you focused and what helps you be at your best. So, this isn't going to be, it's hard to give a specific answer how to handle pressure to meet because everybody responds differently to it. Some people thrive on the meet environment and do better, and some people, get caught up in all the stuff going on around them and get distracted by that. But I think the key thing to remember here is like powerlifting is a unique sport in that you don't play defense per se. Like in a football game, you can play defense and keep the other team from scoring. In powerlifting, really the only thing you can do is score points essentially, and that's you on the platform. So when your competitors are on the platform, you can't control how they do. So there's no need to get caught up in what they're doing or what their routine is, what other people are doing around you. Focus, keep your blinders on, stay in your bubble, and just handle the things that you need to take care of that work for you. And that might look drastically different from every other power lifter at the competition, but so what? Do what works for you, I think is the biggest takeaway there, I think. So hopefully that helps. I don't know if that directly answered the question or not, but I think that's what I found works best is, find things that work for you outside of a competition. So when you're stressed out at work or whatever, what are the things that help calm you down and help you stay centered? Those are the things that you should be doing in a competition. Yeah. Next week, we will start soliciting our top 5 karaoke songs. So if you have not put together your list yet, or you don't even understand why you're putting together the list yet, start doing it. But the reason is we will have a tournament style competition of all of the lists, and people will vote for which list they think is the best, and it will be done via head-to-head voting, one list against another list, voting on Instagram, and the winner moves on to the next round, etc. And we will do it anonymously, so the person that submitted its name will not be on the list, and people will be voting purely on the quality of the list itself, and then we'll reveal who the person was at the end that won. And um, we'll also reveal the prize that they're going to get. We'll do that sooner than later, the prize, but we don't know what it is yet, to be honest. But there will be some sort of prize for the winning list. So again, put together your top 5 karaoke song list. We'll have a Google form to fill out probably starting next week, and that we'll put on our Instagram and also announce on the next podcast. So put that together. The only stipulations for the karaoke songs list is a song that you have sang or would sing or have sang in the shower. We want it to be something that you actually have, some personal tie to, not just like not Googling what the top 5 karaoke songs are and you've never sang any of them. So we want to keep it realistic here. So anyway, short and sweet this week. That's what happens, I guess, when Laura's not here and we don't actually have fun conversation. This is just more matter of fact. I apologize for the lack of entertainment value, but it is what it is. Appreciate you all listening, and we will catch you all next time. Later.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, please remember to subscribe and share it with your friends.